welcome to the online class for Standard 8. Today we'll continue the chapter tenses from your practice book and we will do worksheet 10. Before worksheet 10 we studied about the different tenses. How many tenses are there? 3. Present, past and future. And there are 4 verb forms. Simple, which tells about the habitual thing, daily activities, routines, and universal truths, scientific facts. Second is your continuous. Continuous tells about the ongoing action. The action is going on, continuous, progress. And third, it talks about perfect tense. Perfect tense means the action has already been completed at the time of speaking. It's already done, completed. And then fourth one is your present perfect continuous. And that means the action has started in the past, is going on right now, and it will continue in the future also. So there are 4 verb forms. We also discussed about the difference between all these things, and now we will do something different. And what's that? What is the difference between simple past and past perfect? Where we will use it? As you know, simple past is the past tense of simple form. Go, went. That went is your simple past. Read about the simple past, which means that the action that has happened in the past, we use it. And then past perfect, and when we use it, when one past action was completed before another past action. For example, in the first number you see, I painted my room. Means that action is already done. This is an action which happened in the past. But in the sentence number 2, I had painted my room before the guest arrived. Here you can see that there is had painted, action 1, and the guest arrived, action 2. So when the speaker is saying at the time of speaking, what happened? There are 2 actions in the past. First one, what happened? Had painted. And then second, the guest arrived. So who arrived first? The guest arrived. Before that action, what happened? Painting has been done. That had painted means when the speaker is saying something, at the time of speaking, there is one past action, which is that the guest arrived. And before that past action, there is another action. And what was that? Had painted. Okay. So when the past perfect tense will be used? When there is one past action, okay, which was completed before another past action. Understood? So you can see the picture. There is mistake. It should be had. So when the speaker is saying something, what happened in the past? Which is in simple past? The guest arrived. Why? This action number 2, it happened. And before that, what happened? Had painted my room. This action of painting has already been done before the guest. So, first is time of speaking. That's the present time. And before that, what happened? The guest arrived. And before the guest, what happened? The painting has been done. So, for that one, which tense we will use? We will use past perfect tense because both the actions, they took place in the past. I hope you have understood. So, when we will use past perfect tense? When one past action was completed before another past action. Okay. So, there will be 2 past action and one will be done before that. So, let's see what we have to do. Complete the following story using either simple past or past perfect tense of the verb given in the brackets. So here this is a story of a girl, Chunni, brave Chunni. So let's see all these actions. It took place in the past. So we have to use either simple past or the past perfect tense. Let's see. Okay, Chunni was a very clever girl who always does study hard and does her elders. So this is the habit of Chunni. It's an habitual thing, so it will be written in simple. isn't it? But here the action talks about the past event, so we will write down in past tense. So what we will write? Study with two, or the past tense of study is studied. Next one. Chunni was a very clever girl who always studied hard and obeyed her elders. One day, when her mother dashed to the market, Chunni dashed down to do her homework. So, actions. One is that sit, and then there is go. Which action took place first? Action number one. The mother went to the market, or Chunni sat? When her mother dashed to the market, Chunni dashed down to her homework. So who went first, or what happened first? It is the mother. That action 1 took place. So what we will do here? We'll write down in past perfect. Had gone. The mother first went to the market, and after that what happened? And Chunni sat down to do her homework. So there are two actions. Chunni sat down, and before Chunni is sitting for doing homework, what had already done happened? That mother had gone to the market. I hope you have understood now. Suddenly she smelt, S-M-E-L-T, past tense of smell. Suddenly smelled smoke when she what she did? When she looked, make it small. When she looked out of the window, she saw that there was fire in her friend's house, her friend's family. Okay, there are now. So she saw the fire, and before seeing that fire, before the fire broke out, what happened? There is another action which already happened before the fire broke out in friend's house. Her friend's family dashed out of station. So what we will write down here? Had gone. Friend's family had already gone to somewhere, okay, out of station. And then suddenly she saw the fire. Chunni thought. Chunni thought fast. She remembered. She remembered. Let me put it in proper place. She remembered that her teacher dashed her a lesson on useful services such as the police station, fire brigade, hospital, etc. So what happened now? Chunni thought fast, and what she remembered? That her teacher. So this remembering, it happened, and before that what had already happened? The teacher had already taught. So what we will write down? The teacher had taught. Let me put it in proper place. Okay. The teacher had taught her a lesson on useful services such as the police station, fire brigade, hospital, etc. She knew. She knew the phone number of the fire brigade well because her dad does her remember these numbers. So what we will write down? She knew this action took place. And before that action, what had happened? The father had already made her remember the things. So action number 1 is her father made, and after that she knew it. Okay. So what we will write down here? Father had made her remember these numbers. Chunni quickly, what she did then? She called the fire station and request. What is the past tense of request? Requested for help. The fire engine arrived quickly and put off the fire. Put off means extinguish the fire. Everybody in the neighborhood praised Chunni. Okay, so now there is another worksheet, and this is different one. What we have to do? So we have to write down the present perfect continuous. Okay, so present perfect continuous. What is this present perfect continuous? So this present perfect continuous means that the action has already happened in the past. It has started and it is going on right now, and for some time it will continue in the future also. So present perfect continuous. So what we will write down? Has or have been verb ing. Okay, so this is the formula. Now let's see. So it's a quite different thing. As you know, there are 4 present tenses, isn't it? Simple present, then present continuous, present perfect, and now we will learn about present perfect continuous, which means has singular, have plural, been verb ing. And you can understand by this 2 sentences which are given in worksheet 11. We have been waiting for the bus for 2 hours now. So that waiting has started earlier in the past, and now still then they are waiting, and perhaps they will wait for some more time. So this action it happened in the past, is going on right now, and then it can continue in the future also. Rohit has been looking for a job since January. So since January, past tense. Okay. And then after that, what happened? Now also he is looking for the job, and in the future also for some time he will look for the job. So present perfect continuous talks about that action which happened in the past, is going on right now, and may continue for some time in the future. So, and this one, you can read out the remember part. So present perfect continuous tense is used to express an action that began in the past, is in progress, that means continuing at the time of speaking, and will continue for some time in the future, for has just ended. So or just ended, completed right now. And there are 2 words which are used there. For. Why for? For is used to talk about the period of time or the duration. Okay, so period of time. You have already read it in your standard 7. Duration or period of time, it means 10 years, 10 minutes, 1 month. So it doesn't tell at which period of time or what is the exact time. It tells the duration only. 1 month, 10 hours, 10 minutes. Okay, so it doesn't tell us when it started and when it will be over. So for is used to express the period of time, and there is another word. There is another word which is used, that's since. And where you will use this since? Since is used to tell about that exact time. The point of time, you can say. Point of time. Point of time means, let me keep it here. Point of time refers to the particular time. We know when it started. Since the first period, which is given in the example. Tina has been talking to Rakhi since the first period. We know when it started. Okay, the first period. So, she has been teaching for 10 years. It refers the period of time. That for 10 years, the duration. We don't know when it started. When that 10 year began, we don't know. But Manasvi is dancing since 10 o'clock. We know the exact time, 10 o'clock. Okay. I hope you have understood this, and this is your homework. What you have to do, you have to write down some sentences by using this. Tina has been talking to Rakhi since the first period. So observe your friends around you. Now you don't have your friends, you can observe your family members. Now write down the few things that they have been doing. They have been doing means they have started the work, they are doing right now, and it will continue for some time. Okay, so now you are at your homes, so you will observe your parents, family members, and then you will write it down. This is homework for you. So next come to the worksheet 12. What we have to do here? So present continuous or present perfect continuous. So as I told you, present continuous tells us that the action is going on right now. Emphasis is on the present action. Okay, these days. In the next one you can find out that these days is the word which tells that you have to write down present continuous. And there is present perfect continuous, which means that you have to use in this sentence where the action has started and it is going on and it is in progress. So Manasvi is dancing. It means Manasvi is dancing at that point of time. When the speaker is talking, at that point of time, Manasvi is dancing. Manasvi has been dancing for over 1 hour now. In the sentence 2, the emphasis on the period or duration of time which the action has been in progress. So you can read out the remember part and then we can do the next one. Complete the following either with present continuous or present perfect continuous forms of the verb given in the brackets. He dashed a book these days. So what we will write down? He these days. These days means now, isn't it? So he, what will write down? Present is has or is. What we will write? He is writing. Let me write in small. He is singular. He is writing. He is writing a book these days. But the second sentence, he does write it for over a year now. So if you will find this word for and since, it means you have to write down in present perfect continuous. So he has been writing. He has been writing 8 for over a year now. Please go inside the manager's office. He does wait for you since morning. So what we will write down? Since morning means it is present perfect continuous. He has been waiting. Next, social evils such as child marriage and dowry system does harm our country for centuries. For centuries. So here what we will write down? Social evils. It's singular or plural? It's plural. So what we will write down? Have. If it is plural, let me write in small because it's in the middle of the sentence. Have been. Verb is harming. It's have been harming. Harm, ing. Next one, they does live here since. The word since tells that it will be in present perfect continuous. Let's see what we have to write down. They means plural. So they have been, live verb ing, living. They have been living here since 2004. Next, number 5. The teenage who live here these days is a journalist. What we will write down? Can anybody tell? These days, there is a clue for you. Yes, present continuous, no perfect tense. The tenant who is. Tenant means renter. The tenant who is living. Who is living here these days is a journalist. The company does win this trophy every year since 2011. Since. So what we will write down? The company has been winning. Has been winning. Next one, the company compete for this trophy for the third consecutive time. For. So the company has been competing. Next, I does play a lot of chess these days. I am playing. I am playing a lot of chess these days. Deepa, prepare for her recitation competition. Deepa is. There is no for. For is here not the preposition. It's a preposition, not that one. Okay. So Deepa is preparing. Deepa is preparing for her recitation competition. She does for more than 3 hours. She has been. She has been rehearsing. She has been rehearsing more than 2 hours. Last one is for you. Let's see what we will write down. She does work with this company since January. So she has been working. She has been working. Next one, she does work as a senior. She is working. She, let me write in small. She is working. She is working as a senior software engineer. So this is all for today. And you can see the things we have done. This is for your homework. Okay, till then, goodbye. We'll do the next worksheet in the next class. Thank you.